Hello everyone, welcome to the Creatives Tarot, the YouTube channel that helps you supercharge your creativity and pursue your passion. My name is Melissa and I am very excited to have you here today. We're going to do a quick take, just a couple of fun readings for Tarot Tuesday, and I can't wait to get in it. We have a classic 3-card pick a card spread. Is that what I call it? A pick a card reading, pick a pile reading, whatever you want to call it. We've got 3 piles today for you to look at, for you to choose. Choose the one that you are most drawn to. And we've got beautiful dice on each, labeling each pile. We've got stones labeling each pile. I'm really excited. Just pick the number, the stone, the dice, whatever is calling to you. Trust your intuition. These are very quick reads. They're about 5 minutes each. So if you are stuck between 1, 2, or all 3, go ahead and watch 1, 2, or all 3 of the messages, because that means there's something in that message for each of you. And these messages are different. So there might be something for you to hear in both of those messages, or all 3 of the messages. Let's get into it. Let's get started. Hello, Group 1. This is your weekly reading, your Tarot Tuesday reading. I'm super excited to dig in. If you chose this first group with this beautiful amethyst crystal, this is your reading. Let's see what's in store for your creative forecast this week. Move these here. Let's look at that. So we've got all of the same cards. I'm going to turn them over here. So we've got a message from the universe. We've got our tarot card. Look at them, color coordinated. I love that. Lots of browns and oranges for you guys today. This is the only one that doesn't match, but it does match this die here. So I'm going to drop it up here, commit. So you have a theme here. There's some message here from the universe around committing to something that you're doing. This could be a creative project, right? This could be an idea that you have that you haven't settled on. It could be a job opportunity. But this idea to commit to something that you're doing, this also could be bigger picture, right? Looking at some of these other character cards that came up, it could be something around making sure you're committing to this idea of being a creative, being a writer, being an artist, being a painter, being an actor, being a singer, whatever your creative passion is, that you're committed to that and your why. And I say that because you've got 2 other things here, right, around personal growth and deeper meaning amid the discomfort, right? So this job, this journey, this passion, it's not always easy, but you're talented at it. You have a gift, you have a purpose, you have a why, right? And you're, it's what you were meant to be doing. And discomfort is what helps us grow, right? You just have to learn how to manage the discomfort and make sure that you're not feeding discomfort, or creating chaos and discomfort just for the sake of creating drama in your lives, or creating interest in your lives, or trying to attract people into your lives. Because if you have to create drama to get people to notice you or to come into your lives, then you're doing it wrong, right? Those are not going to be your true supporters. They will turn on you. They will betray you. There's a lot of mistrust there. You're setting yourself up for a bad karmic cycle. And you have this message here around stop, drop, and ground. So what this is telling me this week is that you really need to just take a breath, right? Take time to remember your why, ground yourself with meditation, with daily walks. I love walking meditation. So go outside, connect with nature, connect with your spirit, with your breath, with just allowing yourself to not be so overwhelmed by all of the things that you have to do this week. And lastly, you have the emperor energy here. So boss energy, but Mercury, this is all about, I feel like you really need to think about your systems and discipline, right? When we talk about committing is also about taking action, right? And it's about doing the action daily. So how are you showing up daily? How are you setting yourself up to really commit to your dream, to your passion, to your purpose? The Emperor is telling you it's time to do that. And it's time to get some structure in there and some routine and hold yourself accountable. This is all about discipline. It's all about authority. And I think just given what's up here, it's you want to make sure that you're not making rules for rules' sake, but that you are actually creating opportunities for you to grow and to do this discipline, apply this discipline with purpose and with intention. to manifest the things that you want, to water and grow the seeds that you have already planted. So commit to those things. That's your reading for this week. I hope you found it helpful. If so, give me a like. And if you like more of these, I'm going to be doing a lot of quick reads more often for members only. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a future video, but just stay tuned. And if you're not already subscribed to the newsletter, make sure you do that so you don't miss out on that announcement. Okay, let's go to the next group. Hello, group 2. Hi, how are you this morning? A happy Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday. This is your creative forecast reading. I'm super excited to dig into this reading and see what's in store for you this week. So let's go. If you chose this selenite, you might be needing some clarity around a situation, but we'll see what the cards say. So every deck has, or every pile had cards from the same deck. So we've got a message from the universe here, which looks like it's talking about healing. Oh, we've got the Hierophant. We've got limitations inspire innovations. Uh-oh, problematic behavior. Oh, look at this wild card. Yeah, look at that. Let's figure out what that means is problematic behavior. It says, what are the toxic behaviors from you or from others that are present in your life right now? What needs to be acknowledged and dealt with? So there's a little bit of shadow work still lingering. And I feel like there was a lot of shadow work in the month of May readings, the monthly readings. So for some of you, this is a continuing theme, right? We already talked about this last week in the video. If you didn't watch the full May forecast, go back and watch it, particularly for this group, because we do talk about doing some of this shadow work. But yeah, so it seems like there's some toxic behaviors, and we're talking about true healing, right? True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So whatever problematic behavior is coming up, whatever toxic behavior is coming up that either you are engaging in or someone around you is engaging in, you need to take time to heal, right? And that healing is about giving yourself permission to feel. Feel the emotions without judgment, without limitations, right? Feel those emotions and allow yourself to feel them without shame and without judgment. If it's anger, if it's frustration, if it's betrayal, if it's sadness, if it's grief, if it's loss, if it's exhaustion, just allow your spirit and your soul and your body too, your body to grieve and heal, and to forgive yourself, right? When I think about the Hierophant, I often think about like what calls us up, what allows us to ascend to a higher state of being, right? How do we level up, right? How do we find greatness? And a lot of times this is connected to institutions, and people think of this as religion, right? They think of this as the old Pope card, or turning to God and religion and structures, structured belief systems. And that can be what this represents, but this can also represent freedom. It also represents growth. It represents, moving from the mundane and like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs to something that is just sort of transcending, right? And so how do you get there? How do you heal and go up this journey and come to a better place? Like there's a lot of work around that. And I think this is a hopeful card because it's letting you know that like this is possible. This is something that you're yearning for. To do that, you have to really speak truth to any problematic behaviors, any toxic people in your life. And you've got to set boundaries and you've got to allow yourself to heal and know that you didn't cause that necessarily, right? If other people surrounding you are problematic, you don't deserve that. You didn't do anything to deserve that behavior. You don't cause it, right? So acknowledge, I guess I would say like acknowledge your part in it and allowing it to happen or continue to happen once you're aware of it. But right now it's just like, this happened, it's in the past, it's not healthy for me, and you have to make ways to cut ties. Limitations inspire innovations, right? So this is your creative energy right now. And just know that sometimes you may feel confined in a project. Sometimes somebody may say, it has to be on this theme, it has to be this word count, it has to be on this deadline. But those limitations can also inspire innovations. If you're like me and a procrastinator, you may find yourself waiting to the last minute to get that rush of creative energy and inspiration, because that time constraint also can inspire really creative out of the box thinking. So yeah, think about that and try to shift your perspective this week. If you're running into limitations that others are putting on your creative work, try and look at that as an opportunity to inspire some out of the box thinking. This is your creative forecast. I hope you find this helpful and it gets you through the week. If so, and it resonates, let me know down below in the comments. And also don't be afraid to subscribe so you don't miss out on future messages and announcements. I do have an announcement coming up. I cannot wait to share it with you. So you want to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and to the newsletter. All right, I'm going to move on to the next group. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading, your creative tarot forecast for Tarot Tuesday. I'm really excited to get into your cards. If you chose this rose quartz, I feel like there's some love, some energy, some healing needed, but let's see what the cards have to say. That's not going to sit up there because it's round, but there's your little number. All right, let's see what we have today. When I'm in alignment with love, there you go, of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Oh, we've got this Two of Pentacles here. And what does your soul say? All right, and then love. Look at this. Look at this. You have love. This is love. This is all about love. All right, so we've got show tenderness and devotion, to care, to connect, to take something as part of yourself, to be one with all. What does your soul say? Okay, so for some of you, this may be romantic love, and some of you, this may not. This may be love around a creative project. So I'm going to start with a creative project first, because after all, this is your creative tarot forecast. So to me, this is about projects that you love, right? The universe is offering you a gift. It's offering you a talent, a passion, and you need to pursue that, right? And I feel like some of you are stuck in your head. This Two of Pentacles, it often represents being unbalanced and having to make choices. Twos are all about choices and either unity, coming together, or being pulled apart. And in the Two of Pentacles, I often feel like this represents being pulled apart or not in sync, out of whack. You can see she's sort of spinning these two different things and sort of struggling to manage them in the wind. And that's how I feel like you are. Like you have two different passions. You may be stuck between those two passions, or you may have a passion, but you also have reality. And so your heart and your brain are not aligned. They're not in sync. How you build your career, how you pursue your career is not in sync, because you're really bogged down with the realities of world, right? Like I have kids, I have a mortgage, I have rent, I have to support myself financially, and I can't just be the starving artist pursuing these passionate things. That's what I feel. That's just the energy I get here. Some of you are daydreaming about quitting your job, starting your own business, pursuing your passions, and that's really scary, right? And so you're trying to do it all. You're trying to do all the side hustles along with your everyday job and along with your responsibilities, whether it's caring for an older adult in your family, or it's just adulting, just a general adult life, or it's kids, or it's a spouse or a partner, right? Or trying to have a relationship with someone and keep that healthy and balanced. You're just struggling here a little bit between the two. And maybe there's somebody in your life that you care for who's not exactly supportive of your creative vision. I can see that as causing tension too. And the message the cards want you to know this week is, what does your soul say? Like, listen to that. Listen to your soul, right? Pause, meditate, reflect, trust your intuition. Listen to that. The meditations are really helpful for helping you to visualize and understand what is it that you're truly wanting and what you truly desire. And it helps you shut out some of the noise that can come from other people who maybe are well-intentioned, but they don't know what you're feeling. They don't know what your soul is telling you, right? So you need to figure that out first, and then be confident enough to share that with others, and stick to that decision without allowing them to sway you too much, because I feel like you're being pulled in too many directions. You also have this love here that we talked about, right? And so I think some of you are afraid of rejection. Some of you are afraid to voice what you really want and to take that chance. But the people who love you, like, they are going to be devoted to you. Losing my light a little bit, sorry. They're going to be devoted to you, and they are going to connect with you. They're going to care for you. They're going to be supportive of you. And so if somebody's reacting in a way that is not showing up that way, that they're angry or they're jealous or they're manipulating you and controlling you, you have to step back and also say, is that true love, right? Or were we just friends because I served you, right? I served a need that you had. I made you feel better about yourself, or I was able to support you financially. But now that I need to lean on you, that's a big problem, right? Because you don't want me to take time away from the family. Is that a big problem? And like, how do you work through that? And I'm not saying just leave, but I am saying like that could be part of the problem or the challenge that you're facing. So remember, your oracle, your universe message here from the universe has your back deck is when I am in alignment. Here, I'll grab it so you can see it more closely. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted, right? So you may be afraid that you're going to miss out on something, that it's going to be toxic and negative, and it's an uncomfortable situation to be in if you articulate what you want, right? You're going to get resistance. And what this is telling me is that peace will come. Peace will come when you're aligned, right? The resistance comes when you're not aligned, when you're out of balance, right? When you choose the wrong support team, when you're surrounded by the wrong people, right? And that resistance is just the universe's way of saying like, hey, you went down the wrong path and it's okay. We're not judging you for that, but I do need to pull you back to the right path, the right course. So listen to your intuition, trust that, speak up about the thing that you love that's been sitting on your mind that you want to pursue. For some of you, if this is a relationship, I would just say that love is there, right? And you need to trust your gut and, look at how you can find balance in that relationship, particularly when it comes to your work and your creative self, right? And really asking and setting boundaries around that space so that you can have a healthy relationship with your partner and saying, I need to have this in my creative life. I need to have this in my career, but I also need to understand how I can support you and how we could better work together so that we can be in true alignment and have peace. So that's your reading. I hope you found it helpful. If so, drop a comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I have a couple of big announcements coming up about the channel and about some future projects, and I cannot wait to share them, and I don't want you to miss out. So subscribe right now and make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter as well, because I give away free readings, and I'm about to do the drawing for the free reading for May. So super, super excited about that. So you don't want to miss out on some of those fun little bonus items. Okay, I'm losing my light. I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to go. Have a wonderful week, y'all, and I'll see you next time.